sent to them, processed, and sent back. And also, we're looking at the cost saved as a consequence of data loss, which we know has received lots of media attention in the past. Compatibility is a degree to which an innovation is perceived to be consistent with the existing values, experience and needs of potential adopters. The phone and our services are compatible with the existing skills and practices of both Nokia and Microsoft. We've identified both companies as bringing unique but compatible skills and expertise. Nokia makes phone, Microsoft makes web browsers and servers, and both values are compatible. The values and norms of both organizations. Both organizations, however, we need to identify and select 25 employees each to drive the innovation and related services. This also keeps a balance between both companies so that it's not in favour of one rather than the other. An alliance will need to be brought in with Vodafone, as we've identified their network as being the best for business consumers. So Vodafone, we would use their network for business price plans. So this will be new to both Nokia and Microsoft. The innovation will also require changes in the innovation and organizations. Complexity, that is a degree to which an innovation is perceived as being difficult to use and understand. With this in mind, we've developed our phone with the Android platform, which we know most people are quite comfortable with and most people are familiar with. The design of the phone, the dedicated launch and home buttons are again familiar with business and non-business consumers. Also, the browser, server, and authenticator systems are familiar, although not within the smartphone's context, but they're all familiar within banking and other contexts. Triability is the degree to which an innovation can be experimented with on a limited basis. With this in mind, we just researched what the industry currently offers for triability, and we've just based ours on that. So generally, if you buy a phone, you're able to return it anytime between 14 and 28 days. We've identified 14 days because ours are going to be business customers, and we feel that they would make up their mind rather sooner than later about whether or not they like the technology. Observability is a degree to which the results of an innovation are visible to others, and theory dictates that increased observability will result in increased adoption. We feel that there are incentives for business consumers to buy into the innovation specifically and to replace their business phone package with one smartphone and one package that they can use for both personal and business use. There is also a potential for other business customers to come into contact with the innovation. We imagine a scenario, for example, where an accountancy or other professional services employee might be meeting a high-value client, perhaps in an open space or restaurant, not to discuss confidential stuff, but maybe to exchange confidential documentation, and other business customers would be around in that atmosphere and they would observe the innovation. So the advantages of our innovation are simple, but we believe they are visible.
Here we've got the business model canvas. We're going to be looking at the key partners, key activities, and the value propositions. So our key partners are going to be Microsoft, as mentioned before, universities providing know-how and knowledge with the innovation team based at both Microsoft and Nokia. Also, a security platform that's also based at Microsoft. We will provide the technology with the web browsers platform, internet plus user security, also with their expertise in terms of the web browsers. And also the universities will also be in partnership with the research and development for testing and development of their technology and the innovation. So our key activities will be research and development and product manufacturing, design, with distribution channels between Nokia and Microsoft. As we already mentioned, there's an alliance there. Also utilizing the sales and marketing teams, asset sales, which is the new product, and also there will be a subscription fee for our new customers, and also revenue from licensing and advertising. Then the key resources will be physical, intellectual, human capital, and also capital in terms of cash of £5 million. So basically here, the human capital is the research and development team, with also the innovation team, and also moving on to the value propositions. So basically, this is the first mobile smartphone specifically designed for a particular industry, being the business industry, and also It also combines leading-edge technology with security and risk reduction, as we've all known that people lose documents in trains and in airplanes and so forth. So it's also convenient, and the main pricing is for licensing and line rental, which is an avenue for revenue. So our customer relationships will be offering specifically targeted at customers. Basically, this means that we are targeting the business customers, but we've got new customers in mind as well. And we will be utilizing the sales teams as mentioned before, with a dedicated team, with dedicated assistants as well, several requirement, customization and specification, looking at what the customer wants from this product. Then our channels will be direct sales, advertising, in-house sales teams from both Nokia and Microsoft, and there will be also sales pitches to advertise our new product to maximize our revenue, and also there will be after-sales customer feedback. This will also help us in developing the product and incorporating new technology. Then our customer segments will be, we will try and create value for business customers, from sales traders in professional services to multinationals. As we've mentioned before, our target market will be businesses, but we've got the ordinary person in mind. Then as long as also this means that we will be looking at potential paying customers as well, and the niche market, which is the business market, as I've mentioned before. Then our user segments, the mobile phone manufacturers, server manufacturers, and software engineers. Right, this is our cost structure. So our fixed costs, for example, employees' salaries and expenses, technology and IP development, licensing fees, all these are value driven. And our revenue streams, as I've mentioned before, will be the sale of the handset, which is the new gadget, licensing, where the potential customer pays for using our service, subscription fees that can be incorporated to that licensing, line rental in our alliance with Vodafone, as mentioned before by my colleague, and sales of accessories that go hand in hand with the new product, and there's room for development of further accessories as well. So what do the business customers buy? So basically, the business customer gets the new innovative Nokia SP55. Secondly, they have a monthly subscription and a contract with Vodafone Network, where for them to have their documents in our server at Microsoft, they pay a monthly subscription and have a contract with Vodafone as well to use their network, as mentioned before by my colleague, that they're the leading brand in terms of business customers. Furthermore, we've got licensing fees, which are dependent on the number of licenses that organizations wish to buy. So obviously, the more products they buy, the more we will get in revenue. So this is how it works. So between 1 to 50 employees, the license cost is as on the board there is £15,000, and this is the cost per employee. So what happens here is that the more customers, the more employees subscribe to this product, obviously the more money we get. But there is a discount for purchasing more products. So basically, from 51 to 100 customers, there is a 5% discount, and then it rises as the number of employees or customers goes as well with the customer with the subscription to the product. So our target market, as I mentioned before, is the business niche market. So basically, we hope to attract multinationals, obviously, who employ people worldwide, and we don't have a maximum as to how many people can can subscribe to this, but as mentioned there that 1,000 plus employees, the customer will get at least a 25% discount, which is, we believe, lucrative to them and beneficial to us as well.
In addition to what my colleagues has explained earlier regarding our new innovation, we have some assumption based on our financial statements. The assumption we've made is we will be getting our capital from Nokia's profit reserves, which would total to £12,000. And we believe that the business, the new innovation, is going to be a business, a going concern. That is, the business and the innovation will be ongoing in the nearest future. And even at some point where, when we know, as we know that the market is very competitive, we would bring up a new innovation in order to carry on running the business. We believe that there will be an increment of 20% profit each year in the next after 5 years, and they will be consistent in the business as well. Nokia's current market share is at 3.5%. We believe that with this new innovation, we'll be able to increase it to 30% after 5 years, every year at least. And also from our IPR, we already have our sunken cost. As we all know, when we bring in a new innovation, it's not possible for it to work straight away. There could be some irrecoverable expenses and funds. And this has been added into our sunken cost already because we're already prepared for this. And this would also be part of our expenses. And we'll also be paying for our intellectual property rights in order for us to have a stand in the industry. The calculation is based on 50 employees, 25 employees from the Microsoft and 25 employees from Nokia office would be helping us in this innovation. We also plan to pay them £45,000 per annum to each employees from both companies. We have also made a plan for depreciation. As we know, after using a fixed asset for a period of time, it's definitely going to depreciate. Before we sell it out, we believe that there's going to be 10% depreciation each year on our fixed assets. Based in the UK, we would pay 21% corporation tax on an innovation after earning £300,000 in a year. Using the product life cycle, we would be using this to analyze the profit we'll be making and the revenue we will be making as well. As we know, when we first introduce a product into the market, we're not guaranteed to make profit initially. And we believe that when it gets to the growth level, whereby individuals, businesses, and also people in the country and probably abroad would have recognized our products, we believe that we could be able to have more customers then. And when we reach the maturity stage, that's when we start making profits. And at the declining stage, as we know, based on the innovation that we've invented, we have planned on already having a research and development section in the industry or in the company that would help us to introduce a new innovation by the time we reach the 5th year in the market. This is a financial statement that we predicted for the innovation. We'll be getting £12 million from Nokia in the first couple of years. And we believe that the price of our product of the mobile phone will reduce over a period of time. In the first year, we're targeting 265 units at £550. Second year, we'll be selling 402 units at £475 each, and 365 units in third year at £400. In fourth year, we'll be selling 322 units at £350 each, and in fifth year, we'll be selling 214 units at £300 each. We believe that in 2016, which would be us entering the maturity stage, we'll be making profits, and the profit will be carried over to the next year. And from then on, we'll be repowering our profits back into the business. This is the breakdown of the break-even analysis. The stage where we break even, the units we will be selling is 265 units at £550 each for each mobile phone. We believe that there will be 159 rental units at £50 each. And the income from the accessories, which is the extra income that we'll be getting, would be £19.90 each for 109 units. This is the analysis that shows this is the graph that indicates the movement of our profits. We believe that we'll be making the highest profit at the maturity stage, and over the period of time, when we're very close to the 5th year, we'll be making a loss, or probably very close to making a loss. But before we start making a loss, we believe that we would have invented a new innovation by then. Thank you very much.